Okie dokie. So hopefully everybody can hear me and everybody can see me. I'm not sure how many people will be here because I did post this a little late compared to what I normally do, but I was in the midst of trying to get all of the new stuff set up so I can get back to filming. So, hi Juju, I'm glad you're here. But yeah, so today is our normal Tuesday lives. Now, we used to do them at 5 o'clock, but I did change it to do it at 4 because my husband comes home at 5 and around 5-ish. And every time he comes in, the dogs bark. But I may still have that issue today. Mary, my mother in law, brought Cameron to the orthodontist today, and his appointment was at 3. And so I don't know exactly when he will be getting home. Hi, Migdalia. So the reason why the title says I am so excited, but it's been so much stuff going on. So as you know, we closed down the storefront, all that fun kind of stuff for the business. Well, I was going to keep pretty much the business structure the way it was, just to kind of make things easier. So I didn't have to change everything around. Well, because of trying to close out the end of the year and all that fun kind of stuff, because that's difficult, we decided to, my Siri's trying to up stuff. We decided to kind of going through and change things. Hi, Used. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, so what we ended up doing is I pretty much started a new business, but doing the same thing. So I've had to do all this stuff through the state and the federal. I had to get my EIN, I had to file for my sales tax certificate, I had to do my DBA. I set up the website again, and I will kind of explain the website. We're still not going to sell anything off of, but if you go to cuttincornersvinyl.com, it's different. So you can set it up where you can see the YouTube videos there. You can become a member, which doesn't cost anything. Now, we will be linking some stuff from the website to Patreon, or from Patreon to the website and vice versa. But just to be a member on there, it doesn't cost anything. But yeah, there's been a lot. And then in the midst of all of this, y'all know I talked about I bought a new camera. Well, we're still having some issues. We were working. That's part of the reason why the video, which was going to go up on Friday, I recorded the one that went up on Sunday. I don't know how many times, because we were trying to get everything set up. So I got a new camera, I got a new microphone, and nothing wants to work the correct way. And part of it is I have a Mac. My husband, he does IT work, but he's used to working with a PC, and, trying to work around his schedule has been a little much. I have it set so I can film with it. It's just doing the live stream still isn't going. But let me know what you think of the audio, because I have set up my microphone a different way. So hopefully you get a little bit clearer sound and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it has been a whole lot. So as I said, I still have Patreon, and I am going to be adding I'm going to be adding new tiers. And once that's done, I will let you know. And if y'all are wanting to know more about the website, I will definitely let you know. Because as of right now, it's just pretty much it's just pretty much informational. There's the links to the YouTube videos, there's the links for Instagram, that kind of thing. But to me, it's a little bit easier to navigate because everything is all in one spot. But yeah, that's part of it. So doing all of this, I started setting up the website yesterday, and it's for the most part, done. I still got some tweaking on like images and stuff like that. I'm still trying to get everything transferred and set up in the Google Drive, which I will tell you, until going to set up the Google Drive so people have access to it for Patreon, I didn't realize how many files I have. In my Google Drive at this point, I probably already have 2,000 files, and it's just growing. It's just growing because I have the external hard drive sitting here that's got like the backups of everything that I've done over the years. And this is also stuff that we did before like Cuttin Corners came into existence. So there is so much, and I think y'all are going to be excited. But yeah, so if y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments. Now, I did want to mention that we are going to be changing a couple of things about the scrap boxes. Now, we're still going to be doing a giveaway. We're still going to do or not technically a giveaway. We're going to do one for Patreon, which will be considered a contest because of the way that laws work for giveaways and lotteries and that kind of stuff. This is the complete and utter up and up way to do it. And after we post this next video, I will go through, and on that video, I will explain it. So we'll do one for Patreon, and then we'll do one for YouTube, or really for any social media. But yeah, I mean, I just want to make sure everything is up to date. It's easy to find. Everything can kind of be almost in one spot, if that's at all possible. I know sometimes that might not always be the case, but yeah, I mean, the amount of stuff that I have done over the past week getting this set up, I didn't realize all of the steps in doing this because Mary has taken care of a lot of it. And yeah, I'm doing it myself. So I'm the one who went and filed for my EIN. Now, there's a lot of things that are complicated, but they're not as complicated as I thought they were until I went and did it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much information out there, and there are so many good resources to make sure you're filing, like setting up your business and stuff the correct way. Now, there are some things that are going to make it a little bit more complicated depending on if you're doing an LLC or that type of thing. But yeah, I've gotten everything pretty much done. And like, the one good thing about everything that's happened is that there is so much information and things are easy to file and set up online. So if you're like me and working on stuff at 3 o'clock in the morning, then, you know, that's how it goes. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm talking a lot, but yeah, I mean, everything is going the way that it's supposed to. Everything is getting set up. I am really, really excited. I'm going to do a video very soon. I'm still waiting on a couple of different sets of pics to come in. So that way, hopefully we can find a good replacement. Hi, honey girl. Hi, baby. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here, mama. Come here. And last week they got fixed on Thursday. Say hi. She gotten so big, hasn't she? So they got fixed on last Thursday, and that was a lot to deal with all at once too, because they were both at the same time. The vet, they had been there all day, but they didn't finish with their surgeries till like 4:30, and then we went and picked them up at 5. So we dealt with a lot that day. I think this came from Target. I don't remember. So Christy, you got vinyl that puffs up. You can never get it to stick to your cutting mat. What do you mean? Because it doesn't puff till you heat it, and sometimes if your cutting mat doesn't have enough stick to it, you can use some tape to get it to hold it down. Hi, Judy. Hi, Latrina. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, that's typically something. If your mat isn't super sticky, sometimes those thicker vinyls you can have a little bit of trouble with. Um, so yeah, that's what I would recommend is you, and I do have a video over washing your mats and how to re-stick your mats as well. Um, but yeah, as I said, there has been a lot, and these are good things. Michelle, yes, there was a lot of hard things that went into the choice to close. Now, and whenever we decided to close the business, as I said, I've had a lot of health issues. We've had other family members with a lot of health issues. And with the way things were going, like shipping issues and like supply chain issues and things like that. Uh, but yeah, we decided that that was what was best for us. And it's actually, I'm hoping y'all don't hear Layla. She's trying to, I have her in the bedroom eating a treat because can't leave her out with the big dogs because they'll steal it from her. But yeah, so for me, this is where I can take a step back and concentrate on the things that I actually really enjoy doing. Um, okay, so Christy, if you will take, and I have my email address linked in the description box, send me a picture of the vinyl and the mat, like how you're trying to stick it on there, because I would like to see, so maybe that way I can help walk you through it. And that's a way, like if y'all have questions, like if you ask me here and maybe I'm not understanding completely, you're always welcome to email me. I try to answer as quick as possible. And now with having a little bit more time, I will be able to do that a whole lot more. I'm sorry to hear that, Magdalia. Hopefully everything's okay. I know how bad stuff like that can be. I mean, goodness knows we have dealt with it out the wazoo for the past couple of years. And that's part of the thing is like all of the stress of dealing with everything was not good for my health, especially with my epilepsy diagnosis and all that kind of stuff. So we're doing what's best for us. Exactly, Michelle. Sometimes the headaches are too much. Okay, Christy. Yeah, once I look at it, I can definitely help walk you through it. Oh, Alicia, that is so sweet. But yeah, I mean, and that's part of it is like I get to play and I get to try new things. And to me, that's part of what's fun about this. And I love the creative process. But part of the thing was certain things were becoming a chore almost because, like, I had the day-to-day stuff to do, and then I had the social media stuff to do, and like the website stuff and this and that, and it was a whole lot on top of dealing with health issues and dealing with being a wife and a mom and everything else. um so as I said, we decided to take a step back and do what was best, because I can only imagine, unless things dramatically change, that like the supply chain issues and stuff like that, I don't imagine for a while that that's going to get any better. And, you know, that was a problem. And like one of the things, and when I say this, I don't want people to have to worry. Like if you are on my Patreon page and you are one of the kit level supporters, I pre-order that stuff well in advance. So that way I know exactly what I'm getting beforehand. So we don't have to worry about you not getting those things, if that makes sense. Thank you, Jackie. I am doing much better. I mean, hopefully, I mean, I think y'all can tell and see that I am, or at least it seems like I'm in a happier place. Um, but yeah, there's so much to it, and a lot of times like I don't want to be negative, and it felt like because there were so many things that kept happening between health issues and, you know, the world situations and natural disasters because of the area that we lived in, it felt like all the time it was like, oh, well, I can't post because I'm dealing with this, or I can't post because I'm dealing with that. And I missed doing the simple of it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Christy, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. Oh, I'm glad that you're in remission, and I will definitely keep you in my thoughts and prayers. I know how those things can do. Hi, Sir Daddy from St. Louis. But yeah, I mean, and I want to make things a whole lot more interactive, not only with the lives, but also that's part of the reason why, like through the website, the way I set it up is so that way people, it'll be more of a community setting, you know. But it's also good if you don't want to deal with social media, like if you don't want to have a Facebook page or whatever, you can still sign up for it. Thank you, Roberta. It's been a lot, but I feel, I mean, I don't know. And the more stuff I get done and the closer that is to like being complete, where all I have to do is sit there and film and have fun with that. Yeah. Latrina, I haven't decided everything about it yet, but as soon as I do, I will post a whole video about it because I think that that's important. Like the one thing I always try to make sure people understand is like, even when we're doing the tutorials and stuff like that, whenever I talk about Patreon, I don't expect everybody to be able to support me or anything like that, because part of it is, you know, not everybody has the same level of finances. For me, I started doing Patreon to make things easier. Like, so you could find all the files in one place, where if you wanted to do a kit, you could do a kit. And yes, I mean, it helps me out, but that's not the only reason I do it, if that makes sense. And I don't ever want it to seem like I'm just trying to sell you stuff, you know, or just like, hey, give me money. I try to make sure that whatever I'm doing, like Patreon or whatever, that there is a good benefit for people who do it. Because like on our SVG levels at this point, the $4 a month level, you get access to all those SVGs. Now, there's a ton of them on there. Now, I know that you can get some free SVG websites and stuff like that, but if you think about like Etsy and all that kind of stuff, a lot of times you're paying $4 each for an SVG, and if you're doing it through Patreon, you're getting access to all of them. But yeah, as I said, once I figure out how the new Patreon stuff's going to go, I will definitely let y'all know. And also once the website, like, as I said, people can go and join now, and I will be happy if y'all go and join. But once I get it all hashed out and everything completely complete, I'm going to type the website link in the description or in the comments. I will let you know, as well as with like the monthly contest, because I still love doing giveaways. And even though like Specialty Materials is handling sending out the big boxes, I'm still gathering up pieces of vinyl and stuff like that. And I definitely will do some more giveaways on top of that. And I might, no, it's not that I might. Okay, let's do a giveaway today. So what we'll do for today is I have extra Patreon kits. What you need to do to enter, it's very simple, no purchase necessary. Take in the comments, the regular comments, because I can't go back and look through these, put your size of your kit, and I will do 10 winners. Now, you do need to make sure to watch next week's live, because if you don't, I don't have a way to contact you. Part of the thing is, that is one of the easiest ways for me to keep track of everything for y'all, is if you watch the video, like whenever I say I'm going to announce the winner and when I announce it, if you watch it and then email me, that's a whole lot easier than me trying to like, hey, put your email address in here and stuff like that. So, and you can comment also on Facebook or in the Facebook group on this live. Just make sure your comments are there, and then I will draw some random winners for that contest. It's just for who are actually watching and enjoying the videos. But I think that'll be fun. And I think also for people who haven't gotten a Patreon kit, it gives you a chance to kind of see what you get in it, because part of it is you get a lot of different things to try. It's very high quality. You know, I love specialty materials, so that's definitely what's always in there. But we do very high quality shirts and all that kind of stuff. And even if you are already that level of a Patreon supporter, choose it for like the size for someone you love to make it for them. You know, who doesn't love a cute shirt? Or at least that's how I look at it. So the contest will end on the 18th. So January 18th. And so the live will go up at 4. So I will announce the winners on January the 18th at 4 p.m. So if we end the contest on January the 18th at like noon, that will give me time to draw the winners. Oh, Christy, I'm glad you're here. So, I mean, don't worry about being late. It is what it is. But as you can tell, I mean, like, I'm in a good place for things. Things have been, I mean, like, as things have gotten settled and gotten, like, situated, it's like the weight of the world has been lifted off my shoulders. And I don't know how everybody else is, but I am a perfectionist. I mean, I'm sure people can tell. And I like to be in control of things. So I take on doing, like, for the store and stuff like that, I'm not good at letting go of things. So I would hold on to like all of the job duties and stuff like that and like micromanage. And that's not good whenever you're dealing with health issues with stress and stuff like that. So, you know, now the only person I've got to worry about at this point is me. But yeah, I am super duper excited. I'm so ready. And even if, in the way, at least at this moment, with the way that I'm feeling, is even if a lot of things happen this year, like that have continued to happen, I still feel good about where the direction things are going. You know, I am able to look forward to being able to finally get the move to Florida. If you've watched me for a while, you know that something we have definitely talked about is moving to Florida. Well, once I kind of get my health stuff all the way situated, there's a lot. So once that's done, I can actually get serious about actually living my dream. You know, I'm not looking at $1 million house. We're looking at something small. I would like to downsize on houses, because one of the things, like, I have talked to my husband at great lengths about, because like our kids and stuff like that are getting older and for moving and stuff like, I don't want a big house. I want to be able to do my crafting stuff, my videos, that kind of thing. And then I don't want to have to sit there and try to keep and maintain a large house. I would rather be able to spend my free time at Disney and Universal and stuff like that. Now, depending on the health situations, because, you know, I catch everything that goes around and I have to be very careful. Oh, awesome. That's great to know. Oh, that's awesome, Jennifer. Let's see. You did a great job running your business. You're good at what you do. Your new path will be an amazing one. Thank you, Roberta. And that's part of it, is there were aspects of running a business that I really didn't enjoy. You know, there's a lot of things day to day, especially with having like a store, that it was like, this ain't fun no more. Like, you know, the first year or so. But the thing of being open for, you know, most of the time, because if you're a retail store, you have to be open a lot of days. If not, people aren't going to come and shop with you. Um, and for the longest, we didn't go anywhere. We didn't do anything. Even still towards like throughout most of it, yes, we would pick and go through and do like a vacation, but the store was only closed on Sundays. And every once in a while, if a major holiday fell somewhere near in that time period. So we worked 6 days a week for many, many years. And a lot of times it was over 6 days a week. It was 7 days a week. And I don't know how many times I've put in 12, 14, 16-hour days. So, it's nice to be able to kind of take a step back and have a little bit of breathing room and a little bit of, well, at this point, I don't have free time yet, but I'm looking forward to have free time. Exactly, Alicia. You have to live a happy life. And that's part of it is, I've had this mindset for a long time, and I know a lot of people do, where it's like, oh, I need to make more money, and then I need to have a bigger house, and I need to have more stuff, and I need, this continuous, oh, I need to do more and more and more. Whenever sometimes it's just good to stop and take a step back and remember what is important, because whenever you go, and I've been faced a lot lately with like my own mortality because of all the health stuff, that you think about those things. People don't remember how much money you have. People don't remember how much stuff you had. Like your kids will remember the memories. 9 times out of 10, they don't remember what they got for Christmas. So that type of thing, if that makes sense. So I'm wanting experiences, and I'm wanting to live a simpler, happier life. And like, I have been like doing my Pinterest stuff and like planning things out for when we move. And I'm like, I was telling Jeremy, and this might sound silly, but like, I want to get like one of those wooden kids playhouses, not too big, that I can take and paint and decorate for each season, because I miss getting to do that. Yes, Kathy, I did lose my joy quite a bit. And that's easy to do. And I think people forget that. And here's something else that people don't always talk about is mental health is still health. If you're not taking care of yourself mentally, it doesn't affect you just mentally. It affects you physically. And, stopping and taking a breath and making sure that you are happy and living the life that you want to live is definitely important. Because, I'm not saying money isn't important, because you got to pay your bills, you got to eat, you got to be able to afford insurance and all that kind of stuff. But this idea that, we need to just keep growing and growing and growing. And, before I started the business and stuff like that, like even working in other industries, even when I was on someone else's clock, I would work extra and push harder. And, you forget that you're replaceable. People think, well, the company wouldn't survive without me. The company would do fine without you. If something happened, they would find a replacement. So don't leave your loyalties with a job as much as leaving your loyalties with making sure you're happy and you're healthy and your family is happy and healthy. Hi, Cindy. I'm glad you're here. Exactly, Jennifer. Health is wealth. And I feel like I have grown as a person. Like in the past 6 months, there's been so much that's happened that I've really started to take a step back on what I was doing and why I was doing it. Oh yeah, Sooner fam, go to the Specialty Materials Outlet store. It is absolutely amazing. And one of the things is I have it linked in the description box for Specialty Materials, their phone number and their website. But their heat transfer vinyl, they carry most of Specialty Materials. But if you do contact Specialty Materials directly, they will get you in touch with, if you don't want to order online, they will tell you who to go to that's local to you to be able to go buy things and pick it up and all that kind of stuff. Hi, crafty lady. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, and that's all part of it. As I said, sometimes you got to stop, take a step back. I mean, even like with my makeup collection, if you are someone who knows, I have downsized so much because I kept accumulating, and then I needed more stuff, more space to be able to store more stuff. And then it's like, I'm not using it. Why am I doing this cycle? So, as I said, it's like trying to stop and remember what's important. Hi, Steven. That's one of my best friends. He's more than a friend, he's family. But yeah, I mean, and those are the things I do really try to make sure people think about and understand is, simple is good. Simple is easy. I mean, now if you want to now I'm not saying if you want to collect everything under the sun and that's what makes you happy, then do it. But don't feel like you have to keep up with the Joneses. Hi, Riri. Missouri does seem very cold. Today, like we have the heat on and stuff in the house because I am freezing and it's 59 degrees outside. Like I am literally so cold. It's not even funny. This is why I will not live much further north than what I am, if any, because I do not like the cold. Not one bit at all. At all. Well, Kathy, it has actually gone down quite a bit. Yeah, so much. And I actually, like, as far as makeup stuff goes, I only bought one thing in December and it hasn't come in. It was at the end of December. And then I haven't, like, bought anything makeup wise in January. So for me, that is amazing. But I mean, and don't get me wrong, makeup still makes me happy. I love playing with it, but I'm trying to enjoy more of what I have. But yeah. Okie dokie. So I'm going to go ahead and. Oh, yeah, Stephen. No, I'm not. I remember, okay, so Jeremy was in the Navy. And so for the Navy, their boot camp is in Great Lakes, which is right outside of Chicago. He graduated in June. So we went up there for him to graduate, and it was cold. It was like in the 60s in June. And I remember like we were walking around and people were like, "Why are you so tan?" It's because I live in Texas. I didn't think, because back then I didn't like check the weather. And how do you check? Like back then it was like over 20 years ago. Like, to check like the weather and stuff like online. So like when I was packing, I had like shorts and skirts and tank tops and stuff like that. And yeah, I had to buy extra clothes while I was there because I was freezing. I was freezing. But yeah, it's in the 30s there baking. I could not. I can imagine, Kathy, that because it is very windy there. But yeah. Okay, let's get rid of, someone is being nasty. There we go. Sometimes you got to block people. Sometimes people are nasty. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. Everything's good. Everything's happy. But as I said, we will definitely be keeping things on for everything to be able to be updated. So make sure to check that information out. Like, as I said, I will post videos and things like that as it goes. But also, I did want to remind you the giveaway of the Patreon kits. Now, all that you have to do to enter is comment on whatever social media platform you see this video on. Comment. I will be doing the drawing. The contest ends on January the 18th at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I will announce it in next Tuesday's videos. Also, make sure you watch it, because if you don't watch it and you don't claim it, then I can't send it to anyone, because that's very important. All that you have to do is do that. Comment, and for your comment, make sure you comment your size. That's all you have to do. Yeah, people are gross. People are definitely gross. It was -1, LJ. I don't think I've ever felt the cold that much. Like, yeah, no, winter is not for me. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end it now, because Layla's going to go crazy, because I don't know, as I said, I don't know if y'all can hear her. I locked her in the bedroom. She's scratching and barking, and I'm scared that if she doesn't stop, the puppies will go not go after her, but try to get in too. And then something gets damaged, because puppies are wonderful. Puppies are great. But puppies that are massive, that like to chew because they're teething right now, not so much fun. And I hear them wandering. So, okay, guys, I will see you next Tuesday. Don't forget to enter the contest. Other than that, I love you guys, and we'll see y'all later.